What kind of proof would we be looking for?
I don't know. But our best bet is to keep looking into Dima and...
Of course, Nick. We'll find something.
Thanks. I know we don't have much to go on. Just keep me in mind if you find something that might give us some answers.
Hey, Dima.
Acadia is open to you. Did you need anything?
I should get going.
Of course.
Wish they let me have a gun. Proctor Tegan just laughed at me. After today, it's gonna be hard to go back to patrolling the crib. Someday, I want to be the best laser rifle shooter in the Brotherhood.
You need me to take a... Oh, you got it.
I can't believe I was lucky enough to get this assignment. Lancer Captain Kells said it's gonna take a lot of hard work and discipline if I want to be as good as you. Soon, I'll graduate tonight and get to take on missions like this on my own. Lancer Captain Kells said it's gonna take a lot of hard work and discipline if I want to be as good as you.
You track Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
So, you're saying you could have done a better job of it? Didn't know it was a competition?
Yes, absolutely. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have Dima's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
So, what's your story?
I used to be a courser, returning synths that had escaped from... I was tracking a synth and instead found Dima. I rejected the Institute, made sure they couldn't track me, and dedicated my life to instead.
Really? Tell me about Acadia.
Dima's told you most of what you need. It's as safe as we can make it for now. With every new synth we
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
What's the problem?
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
It's not every day they let us squires out to the field. Someday, I want to be the best laser rifle shooter in the Brotherhood. After this, I can't wait to teach light weapons shooting. Other squires are gonna be so jealous when I get back.
Only opens with a key.
Wish they let me have a gun. Proctor Tegan just laughed at me. I don't see why everyone isn't out to eradicate these.
Don't have the key. Dima,
Did you need something?
I should get going.
Of course.
It's not every day they let us squires out to the field. Wish they let me have a gun. Proctor Tegan just laughed at me.
Sure don't make them like these.
After today, it's gonna be hard to go back to patrolling Pridwood.
So, I understand you've seen a good bit of our island. What do you think?
You're the one who lives here. What do you think of it?
Well, this island, with all of its danger and beauty, predates you and I. The ecosystem, and it will continue to adapt, long after we're gone. What's important, really important in the long run, is understanding it, and then passing that knowledge along to those who will follow us.
So, what exactly are you doing?
As much as I can, given limited resources. cataloging specimens, observing evolutionary trends. I should note that I'm not fully versed in human anatomy, but I'm your best chance of medical assistance. Since Dima has approved of you, I'm more than...
What can you tell me about Acadia?
It was originally a place of science. I like that about it. I don't mean the Institute when I say home. More that we all belong here, in our own way.
I've been told the Valentine
Can I help you?
Agency signs are an eyesore, but they sure bring in the business.
I could use a doctor.
Time to put my knowledge... What is it you need a doctor for?
You do have some...
Reading counts as... Relax.
Could use some supplies, actually.
Certainly. Here.
Hi.
Can I help you?
I'd like to help you with your research.
Oh, well, okay. There's a flower native to this island, a species of the genus Aster. It doesn't quite have the brilliance of color that I understand it once did. I'm personally rather fond of them, but lately have been investigating If you could bring me additional samples, it would speed up. I can offer you a meager amount of caps, if that makes...
Sure. What exactly is the point of all this?
A mix of scientific inquiry and personal... I also find them beautiful.
Yeah? I'm keeping an eye out for more flowers.
I know it can seem trivial, in light of everything else that's going on.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Still collecting asters? I have some flowers for you.
I'm sorry, is this a joke? I'm not...
Sounds like you got the all clear. So what's your story?
Why do you care?
I suppose I don't really. Just not too many visitors lately. That new girl and now you. That Kasumi's a good enough kid, I suppose. A little confused, maybe. But then, aren't we all? Not that anyone's asking, but I'll tell you.
Really?
What you are, where you came from.
Yeah? Is there anything you care about?
I mean, staying alive is preferable to not.
What?
Anyway, lately I've taken to amusing myself with trading. Don't have much to work with, but I'm always happy.
Yeah?
Let me know if you need something.
Anything interesting?
God, no. You looked around this place? Death by board. So, come on.
So, what's your story?
Me? No story here.
Hmm?
Nice of you to ask, though.
What? Hey,
Need something?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
The best Acadia has to offer coming right up.
this, I can't wait till we start light weapons training.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
Did you need something?
Excuse me.
I assume you're not planning on staying long.
That's a little rude, don't you think? Treat all your guests like this?
No. We don't have guests. Acadia is only as secure as we make it. We take unnecessary risks, we get careless, and things can go bad. Fast. If there's a synth who needs a safe place, then we take them in. Let them live as a synth, without fear. You don't fit that description. That makes you an unnecessary risk. It's nothing personal. Minimizing our contact with outsiders is just practical.
Is there anything I can say or do to change your mind?
Just don't cause any problems.
Hey there.
You want to buy something or what?
Sure. Let's take a look.
All right. Yeah. Take a look. Buy something or what?
What can you tell me about Acadia?
It's smaller than I'd like it to be. But then, we don't exactly have...
Yeah?
Makes it easier to defend anyway.
So, what's your...
I don't like talking about it. I made it to
Acadia may not look like much from the outside, but it's all some of us have got. It certainly wasn't what I was expecting, but... it means there's hope, right?
That's a good attitude. Hope can get you through the worst of times.
Believe me, I know. When I first escaped, I had no idea what to do with myself. But I heard rumors of Chase and what she was doing, that she was bringing people to a safe place. And now here I am.
So now you're here. What comes next?
I don't know. I've just got to keep telling myself I'm better off... I've just got to keep telling myself I'm better off here than dead.
Did you need
Acadia may
something?
not look like much from the outside.
I'd like to help you.
You're already taking care.
Hey.
You're new here too, huh? I mean, I haven't been here that long myself. Honestly, I'd be dead right now if it weren't for Chase. Turns out it's pretty hard to live as a synth in the Commonwealth.
I'm sorry to hear that you suffered.
Thanks, but it doesn't matter now. I'm here, and I'll see you around, okay?
Sure. Hi.
If it weren't for Dima, most of us would probably be dead.
The other squire's gonna be so jealous when I get back. I'll graduate tonight and get to take on missions like this on my own.
So you're that new fellow from the Commonwealth. So wonderful to meet someone from back home. I'm afraid Kasumi doesn't seem to want to discuss it, but how are things there?
You think of the Commonwealth as back home?
Well, certainly. Why wouldn't I? I would like to see it again.
What?
Acadia is all well and good, I suppose. But honestly,
Well, I'm sure they wouldn't mind one less mouth to feed. Why don't you just leave then?
oh no. I just couldn't leave my dear. I'm sure I'll see you around.
Right.
One day, I'm gonna get out there and see the rest of the world.
Counting for tails.
I've just got to keep telling myself I'm better off here than dead.
No way to pick this.
I can't believe I was lucky enough to get this assignment.
It might not look like much. This is the only place I know of where I don't need to hide who I am.
New guy, right? Look, I'm not anybody worth talking to. My head is killing me. Now's not a good time.
What's wrong?
We're doing this anyway? Even after saying, you try having somebody botch a mind wipe on you and see how it feels. Then get back to me, okay?
What do you mean?
Oh, you're a synth on the run. You go to someone, you get a new face, and they wipe your mind. Only somebody screwed mine up. Now just...
Hey,
I'm really not up to chatting right now.
as long as we work together, we can sleep safely knowing we're free.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Someday, I want to be the best laser rifle shooter in the Brotherhood.
Maybe if I reroute the sensors?
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me. Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation... I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. Wait. Wait, you find things. Track down answers. That's what you do, right? What if I told you that there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island.
What are you talking about?
Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there, and that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
You don't trust Dima?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
I'll help if I can, but that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been working on that, but I haven't had much luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop, but it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
This'll be easier if I just talk to Dima. Convince him that he needs to be honest with us.
All right. Good luck. Let me know what you find out.
Lancer Captain Kels said it's gonna take a lot of hard work and discipline if I want to be as good as you.
Acadia's far away enough from the Institute that we don't have to worry, right?
You building a collection or something?
We need the key.
I don't see why everyone isn't out to eradicate these abominations. Someday, I want to be the best laser rifle shooter. The other squires are going to be so jealous when I get back. Wish they'd let me have a gun. Crush fatigue in this blackout.
That's it.
Lancer Captain Kels said it's gonna take a lot of hard work and discipline if I want to be as good as you. Soon I'll graduate tonight and get to take on missions like this on my own. can't believe I was lucky enough to get this assignment. It's not every day they let a squire travel to the field. Other squire's gonna be so jealous when I get back. After today, it's gonna be hard to go back to patrolling the critters. I don't see why everyone isn't out to eradicate these abominations.
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that got us.
You want to buy something or what?
I can't wait to get out of here and travel.
Hey there.
Need something?
Gonna pass.
Probably don't have anything you...
I can't believe I was lucky enough to get this assignment.
Hey, Dima.
Is there anything I can do?
Kasumi says she's seen parts of your memories. Death projections. For Far Harbor and the center of the island.
That's unfortunate. She should be focusing on herself, her new life. She shouldn't have to bear the burden of the outside world. Please, this is a matter best left to me and my advisors. We aren't planning to destroy the island. Those projections were merely to help us realize the cost of inaction.
I'm getting sick of this whole noble leader bullshit from you, Dima. Now stop hiding and tell me the truth.
All right, you've made your point. There's a conflict that's been brewing on this island shortly after we built Acadia. Between Far Harbor and the Children of Atom.
Simply put, they want to kill each other, and each side wants us to help them.
We've tried to stay neutral, but Far Harbor was going to be wiped out by the fog, so that's when we built the condensers for them.
And I was friends with the previous leader of the Children of Atom, Confessor Martin. I even gave them their headquarters, the submarine base they named the Nucleus.
Which was a mistake, because Martin is gone and the new Confessor, Tectus, is completely insane.
He's been threatening us, to force us to choose a side. I left behind something very important in that submarine base I gave them.
Dima's earliest memories are stored in the military computer banks in that base. The pre-war security systems and Confessor Martin's goodwill were supposed to keep them safe.
But now Tectus is in charge, and he's after Dima's memories. We don't even know what's in them.
But we do know that I spent nearly a century on this island alone. Whatever's in there is too dangerous to allow Tectus to get his hands on them.
You left your...
As a prototype synth, my raw data capacity is limited. I had to leave some of my earliest memories behind when I left the sub-base to the Children of Adam. I thought they were safe.
You're keeping Far Harbor safe?
Not exactly. They're fiercely independent. But the fog was starting to... We would give them the technology to keep the fog at bay, in return for them being a lifeline. Unfortunately, the Children of Adam view the radioactive fog as a holy portent, and their bloodied history with Far Harbor puts us...
The Children of Adam on this island. You were helping them?
Yes. I know their faith in radiation as a type of god is a bit different, but who am I to judge? I was using a submarine base as a home when Martin and his followers stumbled inside. When I left to found ACADIA, I knew the base would be in safe hands. But now Martin is gone, and his successor, Tectus...
So what can I do to help?
If you're willing to retrieve what I've lost, and bring my memories back to me...
You'll have to get through the Children of Adam's base. You're new on the island, so you might be able to pose as a recruit.
Then, once you get to the memory banks, you'll have to use a special program Dima and I have been working on to break through the security systems.
It's not going to be like a normal hack. You'll be breaking through a version of my own mental network. It'll consider you to be an intruder. I've loaded the program with some instructions I've recorded that will help guide you through it. I'm afraid it's difficult to explain without seeing it for yourself.
So how does this program work?
There will be a fairly ordinary-looking terminal with some attachment.
What?
Once you attempt to obtain a memory, your perspective might shift a little. Just relax.
I'll get your memories, Dima.
If we're lucky, the pre-war defenses have kept the Children of Adam at bay. But that means one more thing before you leave. Whatever you do, our ultimate goal must be to bring peace.
If we find anything suspicious in those memories of yours, we'll be back. Count on it.
Excuse me.
So, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths, definitely.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time. Sometimes I worry about... well...
Sure.
And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers.
You do all this work yourself?
Mostly, yes. I get help from the others when I can. But no one else really
Can you tell me about them?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did.
Dima looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an understatement. Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much.
Right. If there's anything I can do to help.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so...
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers... The point is that we already lost someone once.
do much for free, Faraday.
Ah, right. Of course. I should have thought.
Didn't you say this might be dangerous?
Well, yes, there is that possibility.
Faraday, come on. I want to help you, I really do. 200 caps is just... I mean, it's a little insulting.
Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Insulting you was not my intention. Is 300 caps less insulting? That's really about all I can spare.
Why don't we just agree that you'll give me all the caps you've got?
Fine. 400 caps is as much as I can spare. Now please, let me know when you found the drives.
After today, it's gonna be hard to go back to patrolling the crib.
Hey.
After this,
Got
I
something
can't
for
wait
me?
till we start live weapons training.
Your thoughts?
Always another case to close.
That was all I had.
Suit yourself.
Dima.
Please work quickly. I don't know how long my memory banks will be safe from the children of Adam.
I should get going.
Of course.
Soon, I'll graduate tonight and get to take on missions like this on my own.
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're gonna find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? It wasn't Dima planning to destroy the island. He's worried the children of Adam will. Or is he still hiding something? What could be in those memories that he would leave them behind? Is there really something in them that's dangerous? Do you have a way in? Into his memories? Assuming you...
About the children of Adam.
Well, I wasn't in Far Harbor long, but there's a lot of hatred for them there. I can see why Dima would be worried.
Really? I'm getting...
Don't worry. He lived on the island for almost a century before building Acadia. He has...
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote. It's...
Really? How would that work? When I was taking a peek in the computers he has here, Dima was hooked up to his chair. I was just tapping into it. I wonder if you'll need to, connect to the old banks the way he does? Some kind of connection between your head and the computer. Oh, but that's it. And then Faraday's program would be translating Dima's thoughts and data, helping you through any security guarding it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions. It's just, well, it's a little exciting, isn't it? You'll let me know what you...
So, say I get...
If it's something that would really threaten the island, then it's better out of the hands of...
What?
And if Dima really can't be trusted, we'll have his own memories to confront him.
Just so we're clear.
All I want is answers.
Hey, Kasumi.
Dima has secrets. We have to find out what he's really up to.
After this, I can't wait till we start live weapons training. Someday, I want to be the best laser rifle shooter in the Brotherhood.